The Quick Start Peyote chart reading system is very similar to other needlework pattern reading systems, but with a few adaptations that make it perfect for use with peyote charts. Follow the directions in the package to set up your board for use. Place your pattern in the protective sheet with the opening at the top. Use the binder clips to clip it to your board. Position your row marker so that only the first row beads are showing. Use your marker to draw a line to the center of each of the beads showing. This allows you to customize your row marker for whatever pattern you purchase, because you never know what size these little color squares are going to be. Now my row marker is ready to use. Looking at my chart, which way do I start? Okay, you start with the first bead that stands proud in the first row that's on the edge. I'm going to draw a little tail marker so that when I place my beadwork down, I know if my tail is to this side, then the orientation of the beadwork is the same as the orientation of the chart. The directional markers come into play because when stitching, lots of folks prefer to move in one direction as they stitch, but this requires that they read the colors in opposite directions for each row. I bring my row marker, my directional marker, down to my row marker on the side that I will begin reading the colors. So this configuration, I'm reading the colors in this direction. The first one I would add is a gold, then the black and the blue and the black, and I follow the beads one at a time and stitch them to my peyote cart. Since I add only the first row beads and I add them one at a time, it's very easy to make sure that your colors are in the proper position. After stitching the first row, I shift the row marker over to the left and position the lines so that they're pointing to the center of the second row beads. To remind me that I am now going to move in this direction, I'd shift this directional marker down to my row marker and move this one away. So at a glance I know I'm reading in this direction. So now I can turn my card over and stitch, still moving right to left, to add that first bead that's a gold. The next one added is a black, and I continue to read across the chart from left to right while I stitch right to left. And this is just a visual reminder that I need to read the colors that way. So in order to double check my color placement, remember I need to flip it over so that the tail matches this tail, and now I can check my colors. As you continue to shift your row marker over and change your directional markers, you'll find that the beadwork develops from the bottom up, and it will look like what you're seeing on your card. So again, it's easy to double check your color placement. Eventually, you'll start to see the images appear as you stitch. Now say I have to leave in the middle of a row. That's where this one comes into play. Say this is the last bead I just added. I mark it with this little position marker. When I come back to my work, at a glance I can tell that I am reading the colors in this direction, that this is the last one that I added, and that with my tail on this side of the card, I can pick up my work and begin stitching. Simple. You'll get into a rhythm of shift and move as you work. Now you won't get lost in your chart, and I hope it helps. Thank you. These are available on the website, and they come with a set of quick start peyote cards to get you going.